Good afternoon, and thank you very much for having honored me with this magnificent award. When Dr. Nixon presented this to me, well, to begin with, I was just absolutely stunned with its beauty. But I also reflected on the image of this animal, this powerful, fluid, flexible animal. And immediately it represented to me the work of TLAB, powerful, flexible, fluid. I very much appreciate receiving it. I've prepared a few remarks today, and I'll ask you to indulge me because I will refer to my notes a few times. I want to respect your time. In preparing for this, I reflected upon the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, and it occurred to me that we Americans have put an awful lot of effort into trying to escape the impact of Dr. King, this powerful prophet and pastor who asked all of us, challenged all of us to be worthy of the care of the next generation. I think nowhere is this escapist mentality more evident than in the often repeated line from the iconic I Have a Dream speech. I'm going to read it to you now, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Dr. King said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Character and character education is such an important part of TLAB. But what does Dr. King's challenge really mean? How do we measure the content of a child's character? And could we at all do it without intentionally drawing near to children, listening to their aspirations, their dreams, their hopes, their fears, and sharing their stories? And what would it say of our character were we to draw near to children, hear their fears and anxieties, their joys and their hopes, and not respond? TLAB is such a response, a drawing close to the next generation with love and inspiration and guidance. There's a second statement about children in Dr. King's speech, one that's not so often repeated, and I'd ask you to indulge me while I read it to you now. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racism, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, that one day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. It seems to me that the challenge to realize this dream is worthy of our lives, of our deepest, most creative, most audacious works, of our time, our money, our talent. How do we claim all of these children as ours? African American, Latino, white, Native American, Middle Eastern, Asian, Christian, Jew, Muslim, Buddhist, native-born immigrant. How do we claim them all as ours so that right here in Michigan, with its political discord and religious divisions and racial tensions and economic segregation, claim and teach these children that they are brothers and sisters? I have a dream today, a dream that is at least in part fulfilled with the promise of TLAB by your efforts, by your dedication. And it is with great humility and profound honor that I accept this award. Thank you from the bottom of